What's up, YouTube? This is Brian Pfeiffer, aka the Marketing Meathead. Today I'm going to talk about dealing with an angry customer. All right, welcome back. So I kind of been going back and forth with this customer on my eBay store. Turns out they're getting kind of nasty, saying a lot of nasty stuff to me. Let's take a look at the conversation here and kind of talk about the scenarios and what I could have done differently maybe, and what they could have done differently in many cases. So ultimately, this person basically saying, uh-oh, this is 100% on you, nor did you mention any issues. I immediately contacted you on delivery, including photos. I graciously offered to lower shipping costs, blah, blah, blah. Perhaps you weren't thinking clearly, just being kind of a turd, for lack of a better word. And, I will need to contact eBay, post various negative reviews, warn others, blah, blah, blah. So, basically what happened was this person, I didn't do a lot of research on this. I just saw the email and I offered them a free replacement glass. It was a glass, and apparently one got broke on the shipment there. And I offered them a free replacement, okay, eating the cost of the glass, and then they would have to just pay the shipping and handling, because I got to pay that out of my own pocket. Now, I've had this happen with 3 other customers over holiday, and all 3 of them, I offered them a free glass and replacement, and then they just pay the shipping and handling, and all 3 were okay with it. So I figured, here's another one here, I'll just offer the same thing. And this person was, basically going off on me, saying they're going to leave me a bad review and this and that. And I'm like, you know what, man? I'm like, ultimately I make about $3 on these glasses when I ship them out. Okay, the shipping fee and then the warehouse stick me for about $13.50, and the cost of the glass is around $6. And ultimately, I think we sell them, and it ends up being about 23 and some change. So I make about $3 or $4 on each one of these glasses. So when I offer them a free glass, that immediately puts that particular job as not profitable for me. I lose the cost of glass is $6. I lose the $4 profit, and now I'm negative $2 on the shipment. But if they pay the shipping, if I paid the shipping and handling, I'd be like negative, another $13.50. So I'd be like almost $16 negative on this particular job. So I was like, no, I'm just going to offer this person a free glass. I mean, I'll eat that and I'll end up losing money on the deal, but it's not a huge loss. A couple bucks I can live with. So this is what I get. They give me this really nasty email. We kind of go back and forth, and then ultimately I finally got an email from them today, and they said they had ordered 9 and there was one broken one. So I didn't realize this was like part of a bigger order when I initially replied, and ultimately they paid $11 per glass. I gave them like a discount for ordering a large quantity, and so this person was just looking for $11 back. So ultimately, I just said, okay, $11. I'm not too worried about. You ordered a lot. I'm sure I'm still profitable after a $400 order. So I just sent them the $11, and everything's fine now. But I thought this was a good lesson to kind of go back in and talk about, to the eBay / Amazon / Shopify shippers out there, about dealing with customers that are kind of unreasonable. In my case, I was like, I don't feel like if the shipping company breaks a glass, then obviously it sucks. Okay, I pay extra to have them packaged a little better. He charges me, I think, $1.50 extra for the packaging per shipment, and so I do what I can to avoid the breakage. But they still occasionally they get broken, because these shipping companies like United States Post Office and UPS, they're just rough with packages. They don't care. I worked at UPS for a year, and I've seen with my own eyes what happens to these boxes. Sometimes they get tossed out of the truck. Sometimes they knock off belts. Sometimes they get stuck in the belts. It just happens. Okay, that stuff's going to get broke. So my policy has kind of always been like, all right, well, I'll be happy to eat the cost of the glass, okay, because I feel bad for you that the thing got broken upon shipment. That way I'm going to lose money if it's just like a 1 glass order, I'm going to lose money now on that order, but I'm not going to lose a ton. If they pay the shipping and handling, we go on for there. And that's been working so far. So far I've had, this is I think the 4th time around, and the glass, just replacing the glass for free, the customers have been cool with that. They're like, okay, that seems fair. I'll pay the shipping and handling. You eat the cost of the glass. We'll call it a day. And so far on all 3 other ones it's been fine. That's what we agreed to, and it worked out fine. And this person was like immediately not cool with that. But then I realized that this person actually had bought 9 and was worried about one broken one. The $11 was no brainer. But I was kind of going back and forth with them. I started getting mad. You start getting mad, like, come on, dude, like, it's not my fault that, one got broken. The shipping company broke it. And, the shipping company, of course, they're not gonna replace any kind of money or anything like that. Good luck trying to chase a, post office down or UPS down for, a $9 or $10 glass. But spend more time doing that than it's even worth. So, ultimately I ended up giving this guy his $11 back. This one's resolved. I'm not going to get bad reviews, but, I'd like to hear your thoughts out there. What you would have done. Would you have gone ahead and replaced the glass and then paid for the shipping and handling? So now you're like negative, almost $16 on this job from the original order. You minus $16 out of your own pocket just because of an unfortunate breakage in the shipping. I don't think it's really right to do that. I think going negative a couple bucks, $2-3, and they pay the shipping and handling, and that's okay. I'm still negative on the overall order, but I got a happy customer. It is what it is. So, it's kind of a gray area. So, in my case, I've been lucky that the customers have been pretty okay with just getting the shipment and the free glass, and in this case, the $11. I've been able to avoid any like negative like feedback on my store and whatnot, and it's just kind of the way things have gone. But overall, sometimes it doesn't always go like this. There's customers out there that are just completely unreasonable, and they're gonna if you don't replace it and pay for the shipping and handling, they're probably gonna want to leave you a bad review. And obviously, if you reply to that review and explain what you did offer, most people will probably be like, okay, well that's a fair deal. But some customers just don't agree to what you're willing to offer. So in those type of scenarios, you just got to kind of take them one by one and do the best you can. I mean, offer them what you think is fair, negotiate with them, and hopefully you can avoid those negative type of reviews. But there's no way in business that you're ever going to please every single customer 100%. It's just not realistic. So have policies in place, stick to your policies, and hopefully for the most part, the customers that you tell them that that's your policy and this is what we're going to do. And if they don't agree with it, well, then they're going to leave you a bad review, and then you just got to reply to that review, explain exactly what you offered, and hopefully if anybody reads that review, they see that you're actually being pretty fair. In my opinion, you're still losing money by offering them a free replacement, okay? But you're not losing as much by not paying the shipping and handling. So that's the lesson for today. If you guys have some comments below, I'd love to hear them on how you would handle this situation. I'm always willing to take advice on this type of scenarios, just so I can understand what other people are thinking, and maybe I'm not thinking straight on what I feel like versus what the customer's feeling like. So it's definitely interesting. If you are new to the channel, go ahead and leave me a comment below. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe and bang the notifications bell and moon up those likes for me. Spread this video around, share my content. I'd really appreciate it. I'm the Marketing Meathead. We'll talk to you later.